MarketSpy! Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the stream. We have Twitch is back. Doesn't really matter, does it? Oh man, good morning. It is a beautiful morning for me. Good evening to you. I hope it's a beautiful evening for you. Also beautiful. Actually, it might actually rain. It might actually rain, which I don't mind. Let it rain, let it rain. Let's make it rain. How about that? Let's make it rain. What is up, folks? How you doing? Why so dull? What's up, Kickster? What's up, YouTube? What's up, Twatch? Welcome to the stream. I'm a streamer, STRIMMER, and you're a tradester. We make a perfect pair, make a perfect couple. Let's go, let's get it. We're looking at the charts. Yes, we are. And why don't we draw from our yet another beautiful P&L day. Ooh, Jesus Breed is here. Let's get surfing. That's right. Jesus Breed, my number one person as of late. I love you, man. A woman. Welcome to the stream. And today we're going to talk about DSR. We have yet another stream coming up on inside of our Discord for those who care, for those who want to be profitable, for those who want to make some money. But you know, we have been trading this thing nonstop ever since my comeback, and I've been away for a little while. I've been for a long while away, and I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. And I think what we're seeing on these charts in terms of you know, while everybody is watching what Elon Musk has to say or what speculators are talking about Bitcoin going there, here, we're kind of like sitting here quietly, zippity zip, you know, focused on the charts, trading these beautiful global setups from the sunrise to the sunset to the half of the day. We have magic happening with the new DSR. I showed you some incredible, amen to that. I showed you some incredible techniques and skills that since I started talking about it and preparing you for how to use DSR in the Ranger levels, it has been nothing but, I mean, look at these thin Ranger breakdown levels over here, for example, right? Look at this. Look how thin this is. That happened at 8 a.m. this morning. It only took 1 hour to almost get to 1% of my account. I'm currently sitting at $79.79. So, and then throughout the day yesterday, I got it up to about 91. But today we're gonna have a few more opportunities because the day has literally just begun, and you're here. The timing is so perfect. You're looking at a potential flip on MarketSpy over here, depending on how we close within the next few hours. Okay, and this is important to understand. You can make your money at the pivot open PO. You see those thick yellow plus to your account lines over there on the chart. This is what it's all about. You leverage up, make sure your stop is tight. Now there's plenty of places to put your stop loss in a downtrend like this, for example. On the 1 minute, the tightest here, I would probably say don't rely on trailing steps, but go for something like, well, you see it on the screen, right? What do you see? Tell me. What are you seeing? You're seeing the consensus super trend. By the way, can you guys hear me? Am I talking to myself once again? What is happening here? It's always the microphone or something. And just to let you know, this whole thing can crash, and it has been crashing. Like, my computer freezes up. I'm still on my Windows PC, so it does what it does. But please let me know if, yeah, I think my audio is fine. I can actually see my wave bars. I actually implemented some monitoring techniques over here to see. Yeah, and because you haven't watched Bitflorist, my friend, I hope you go and watch that loom on DSR. I have been following the template to the T. I mean, if you look at this chart, you cannot be trading in between what I have been talking about. Okay, so it's very simple. If you go to anywhere below the pivot line, right, you're kind of holding your trade in below or above it, right? And you're exiting on your ATR values most of all. If you have a specific question in terms of like what exactly is happening, drop some charts in, go live in our Discord, tag me, invite me in, and let me take a look at your chart. This is the only way to do this. Post takes forever to get in and out. Not true. It's been extremely. You still have access to poets, so it's like spamming the getting in button a few times, and then you're good to go. You know, what is good, Twitch? I can't believe it, man. We have more viewers on Twitch than on YouTube and Kick combined. Are you kidding me? Twitch, I'm dusting it off. It's been a while, and so we're cleaning the act up, and we're coming back to Twitch with full force, swinging. And so, all right, you can leave the chat now. That's what usually people come in. Oh man, this guy's not dancing on the screen. He's not a monkey. I'm not interested. Out of here, man. But if you want to learn more about the how to trade profitably, stick around. You might pick up a nugget or two that's gonna change your life. I used to do the same back in the day with my mentors. I'll spend as much time drinking tea with them as I could, just so I can learn a little nugget here and there, and it paid off. So the choice is always yours. Or go and continue searching for monkeys to dance. But anyways, what I'm saying is, Bitflorist, the chart is unmessable with. It's inarguable. You open at the day, this is your opportunity here. You have your high probability levels. You trade pivot to pivot, bearish momentum, you hold it, you go down, you exit on the pivot or ATR, whichever comes first. So 1 minute ATR is 100. It's insane. We're probably gonna have explosive moves to the reversal to the upside, because we're now coming back and we need a couple of hours, and then like somewhere over here, we're gonna get a trade in and make more money. And at that point, you know, when you're supported by momentum, you can 4x, 5x, 4x, 4x, 4x. Who's trading 4x? I am. What's your favorite pair? So yeah, 4x, 5x leverage, and you just push up that ATR. Usually a 15-minute, 5-minute move is always within reach. And I just think that I understand it can be tough, but like we need to also understand what is it that we're doing. Are we forcing trades in the middle of nowhere? Are we following my template, for example? Because that's all I'm gonna stand by, because I know it works, and I'm basically enjoying the process every day. And so there's nothing else I can talk about. I try to simplify the strategies. I even put Armageddon to the side for now, just because like if you can understand the timing, I try to get people to time the markets right. I want them to be able to time the markets right, okay? I don't want you to be trading 24/7, 5-7 trades a day. I need you to put in 3 trades maximum a day, okay? 3 trades. 3. And that is, when is that? That is at the open, at the half, which is clearly labeled by this half, and at the end of the day. So yesterday, for example, we had an uprising over here. I captured this. This was 1% right here in these tiny little candles. All these other traders out of my face talking about swinging levels, holding this. Go invisible, drop down to lower time frames, capture a move, get out, sit it out, right? If you didn't, look at the chart and say, I missed out because price is way above this level. There's no confirmation. There's a tight stop loss. There's understanding of, for example, your support using consensus super trend. Don't like the word structure, but I have to say it. Structure of indicator versus price. And then you have your breakdowns. And as far as I can see, all the trailing support here works. I see trailing steps break down from high probability level towards the next high probability level. And if you take your ruler, I said it before and I'll say it again, the ruler is your most powerful tool. You cannot have anything on TradingView more powerful than the ruler. I don't know how else to explain this. All right. So take some rest, bit floors, but I'll continue to push the message over here. If you take this ruler over here and you see pivot to pivot high probability, that's 0.5% on Bitcoin. It dropped by 500 points in a measly few hours, 2 hours. I think it's a great time to hold a trade, for a couple of hours. And so don't wear yourselves out. Don't exhaust yourself trying to use your brain here. Lean not on your own understanding. If you cannot overcome the ego that tells you, nah, you must only rely on yourself and nothing else. You're on your own. Nobody's got your back. I got your back, baby. I'm telling you. So we all got your back. Platoon got your back. MarketSpy got your back. And right now I'm telling you, listen, if we break and stay above this line for today, chances are we're going up. So today, 2 things we're looking forward to. First of all, today, these few candles over here, let's measure them. You can see how the ATR on each of these candles was exceeded by all of these candles. Exhaustion is to follow. Take a look. From the open over here, and you could have used any of these trailing steps to put your stop loss in case you wanted to lose 1-2% of your account risking this. But yet again, this is a 500 pivot. I don't know if you guys can see that on the screen, but this is a pivot, yellow line, and this is a pivot, this is R1 line. And this is another pivot. So even from like over here at the start of the day down to pivot, $144 is enough to make a little bit of money, and then you could have added more and exited over here, all while keeping a stop above the previous wicks on lower time frames, or the day has just begun, so there's a guarantee. But this could be a full-blown reversal. And if it happens live right now, I'm just gonna, add to my trade, and because we're sitting at 75.75 of the account for the day, and that was the first few hours. So you get up 7-8 a.m. in the morning, I guarantee you're gonna catch a high probability level set up using DSR. Momentum was bearish on lower time frames, and so you could have rode that. But this is, now that we bounced on this pivot, let's see how we close. Depending on how we close here within the next few hours, we're gonna continue in that direction for the rest of the day. That's the beauty of it, right? You don't have to do anything. You just sit it out. Or you can actually start trading it now, putting your stop losses wherever. Like, for example, here. No, don't do it. Not yet. But if you were to trade pivot and say, okay, this was a bounce, and this is according to your own belief. This is not the system telling you. You're saying, yeah, this is a good bounce over here. You have your supporting momentum. Maybe you can put a trade in here, and that's you're not gonna get much contracts. You're 600 points away from entry. But if you could use some leverage, your exit point would probably be like this high probability level. But the real high probability level on here is 108.724. Okay, it's right here. So you guys need to figure this out. Let me bring in the, what did I want to bring in? Oh yeah. Put that sucker in here somewhere. I think I'll put it right here. Something. I think that looks sick. That looks sick. Not really, but we have to put it somewhere. That's to keep track of it. Now my thing is connected. My account is connected to the charts on TradingView over here. So if I go ham and do something like put like 4 Bitcoins worth of contracts over here in this manner, you will see them. Look. No, you will not see them. You will see them in a minute. There you go. See how they stack up? Just through a ladder with a couple of rungs on it. So if we go break through all these levels, like here, which is the maximum number of levels that we're allowed to break, this will be like 105 and an instant back. And I think we might actually, I don't know, let's see. It'll all depend on this pivot. So instead of waiting for these rungs to get filled, for my staggered ladder to get picked up, I will trade in the direction of the daily pivot open. And so it'll just like have to be maybe above this line to the upside. And then in this case, we have a breakout. I'm not shorting it. I'm just going to go long. But for now, if this all fills, my average is going to be, what's my trading terminal saying over here? Ladder low. Yeah, 105.224. Calling 105.224. This will be my average right here. Right here. So, I mean, we wait half a day, boom. This half over here is when we start rising. And so like I'll be buying somewhere over here. I'll start buying over here more and more and adding to my position. And this is honestly like throughout the day, this is not even an intraday play. It's a scalp at this point. So, but speculating in terms of where it's going doesn't matter because we're just gonna follow price with high conviction using MarketSpy trading system. Right now, I'm telling you, we're bearish. We just hit a take profit over here. Yet another setup. I mean, like, this was a beautiful setup over here. You trade in the green, you trade in the red, you trade in the green, you trade in the red. Even like these little candles over here, if you wanted to short this for whatever reason and exit at the first sign of resistance, as Professor CR preaches here all the time, and the first sign of resistance would be whatever you freaking see on the line. On the chart in terms of these lines, and you're like, oh yeah, man, this is EQ3. This is where the big money steps in and buys. And like, do I really want to be holding? Do I want to be the guy trying to like face EQ3 and go through it? I need some big money to push it through collectively, right? And then I will blend in and do my ninja sneak attack, But if you're getting in and you're ignoring all the levels, it's tough, man. It is tough. I don't know how you do it. So please go and watch my DSR video. This is self-explanatory. This is day 5 of the same thing happening again and again and again and again and again on these charts. All right, day 5. And before that, it was day 500. And before that, it was probably day 5,000 as far as I can remember. And you know, $500 to $1,000 a day. And then overall, maybe let's say you lose 10 out of those days in a month. You're still good, baby. You're still good. Just make sure you don't lose more than 1%. You can lose up to 5. You know, it happens. Sometimes I use leverage and I get hit with a 5% loss, you know, and that takes like a few other smaller trading days to make up for it. So that always sucks. But, you know, overall, I think with these kind of setups that I'm giving you, I don't think you're going to find any gimmicks or anything other than just pure alpha over here. Because if you just follow this and like keep your hands to yourself, man, we overdid it. We blew past our T-Brute. Oh my God, this is gonna be jet fuel. Look at this. Look how black that is. This is not good, guys. This is not good. I mean, it's good. It's good if you want it to be good. That's the thing about life. You know, every loss is good in my book. I'm grateful for that. Every win is, you know, the universe decided that to be the outcome. I'm grateful for that too, but not as much as I'm grateful for the losses. The losses, they make me understand that, buddy, there's a million people lining up for this candle here. You got your share in the beginning of the day. You got your fair share. You got your P&L. And you're good, you know. So lots of stuff to work on the stream over here, but I'm trying to fit in some elements so you guys can enjoy yourselves. You can so let's take a look at Sui, Jesus breed. Long at 275, staying short. Let's take a look. Twitch, you're weak sauce, man. Five viewers on YouTube. Road to 2,000 subs. Don't care how I get it, I'm gonna get it. But I need your help. Go and repost the stream to wherever you can. Join some discords, man. Tell them there's a money printing event on every stream. It's very interesting. Like, you know, I joke around, I play around here on the stream, but I don't want to be too serious, you know, about any of this. Because why? Life is wonderful. Why would you want to be so serious about any of this? You gotta let go. So right now we have a bearish rejection. I'm watching this and I'm going short soon. I'm seeing that we're not closing above this level. We need a couple of hours. Obviously, we're not gonna see that. We're not gonna see that on this stream. But you know, I'm gonna come back to Discord. Discord, I'm getting no feedback from people about the DSR update or course. So I'm not sure. Because, you know, the reason I disappeared from a few years ago is because I burned myself out so hard. You have no idea. Like, I burned myself out. And we were streaming with like nothing but bangers, calling tops, bottoms, everyday trades, signals, impulsive. So I used to draw lines instead of like showing you the actual meat of the system right now, DSR. I used to draw lines, and price would go kiss that line. People would be like, holy shit, how did you do that, man? It's to the T. And now I'm done fishing. I'm giving you the rod, and I'm saying, start drawing your own lines. As a matter of fact, you don't have to, because MarketSpy does it for you. So go ahead and do it, man. Take over the world. All you have to do is not trade. Believe it or not, do not trade. Do not trade until the system tells you to trade. How do you develop that feeling? I don't know. I do not know. You have to tap into things that are above your own logic and intellect, not even a hunch. Because what is it based on? If it's if it's egotistical, it's not gonna work. I'm talking about like just letting go and waiting for price to discover itself, to make up its mind. You don't have to struggle and make up your mind of what you need to do next. The market's job is to do that, to get into the self-discovery mode and show you like, you know what? I figured my volatile ass out. I know exactly what to do from here. All right, and I'm telling you, I'm leaving. I'm staying above this level and I'm going over there. It's like looking at the desert, and then prices is out in the desert, and then there's oasis, and then there's water. That's a high probability level. It's probably gonna go towards that. Like, why not? It's in the middle of nowhere. So that's what a little pivot line is. It's an oasis of sorts. Price is curious. It's gonna tap that. There's no front running it. There's none of that jazz. The people who say that are probably executing 500 times a day at different spots of the chart. The day has just begun. Look, and I think maybe once we get a confirmation on a rejection on 15 over here, and this might take a couple of hours for it to decide what to do. But initially, you know, pivot to pivot, you already have like 2 trades back to back over here. And you can keep stacking them like this, right? How frequently you trade is up to you. For me, maximum 3 times a day. You know, that's not rookie numbers. That's the right amount of times. 3 times a day, you're looking at this chart and you're saying, yeah. You know, and if you come in at this chart and prices moved away from here, for example, if it suddenly spills aggressively down, that's not a confirmation. The confirmation is a rejection happening right now, right? So you have to take that risk and say like, I'm seeing like potentially oversold momentum that algorithms. Hey, it's Labor Day. It's Labor Day. You know, people are sitting at home. They might start buying this. You know, or maybe they're with their family. I don't know who celebrates with their families these days. I don't know. But if people do, they might miss out on a full-blown reversal over here, like I said, because price is looking like it's going down. But is it? This is my 107 level, and it's going to keep holding the line for as long as it can. I have been saying this for a long time. It's 107 is a bid level. Hey, it's raining. It's raining outside. It's beautiful. Look at this. Yeah. Got the mountains in the distance, sitting on a profitable trade setup. One is in development right now. I mean, what more can you ask from life? So grateful. All right, let's fix a little something over here. We need to get into the P&L card and make some refinements to it. I'm still working on the stream setup. You guys, you know, we had some of the most beautiful, most amazing streams back in the day. We had the presentation, we had the performance, both on charts and on screen. We had all of this stuff happening, graphics, and then I lost it. I lost my configuration. And so everything that I'm building right now is I'm building it from scratch. But why don't you hire people? Right? Some of you might say. And I go like, you think money can solve? You think people can share my vision for how I want my stream to be? You're greatly mistaken, young grasshopper. We just need enough for a quad-digit setup over here. That's the maximum P&L that I'm willing to risk my money for a day. So, and gonna move this bad boy over to where? Where? There's no space. Maybe something like this. I have no idea. Hey guys, this is your stream as much as it is mine. I am doing this for myself, but also I want you to enjoy your time here. I want you to not think about visual elements too much. I don't want you to think about audio too much. And so let's do our best together, right? And so, ladies and gentlemen, let price do the thinking. You just eat your pecans and your dry cranberries, drink your tea, and just wait for the magic to unfold, and then follow the stream. Be like water, my friend. I mean, who am I? I'm nobody. Go listen to Bruce Lee or any of the greats out there, Jesus, Osho, whoever you like, Lao Tzu, Sun Tzu, Buddha, Shmuda, whoever you like. But don't be sitting there full of yourself, thinking you can force your ideas onto the market. All right, because the market is it's a living organism, and you don't get to dictate or control it. It's gentle, it's very gentle. It'll tell you what it wants to do. And then you supply it. You supply it with liquidity. The longevity combo right here. Got your nuts, got your dry fruit. That's all you have to do. And I'm literally watching for this price to either get finally, brutally, honestly rejected. I think it's gonna be a slow drip. Look, let's assess this. Let's really choose. Yeah, man, 2 days in a row of flatlining, Labor Day. I think we're not gonna do much over here until the half of the day here. I think this is where we just need more time. And that is like 10 hours. We've got 10 hours. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna go long or are you gonna go short? You have to really pay attention to people talking about. And whenever somebody starts with a phrase, "I'd like to see price do this," in order for me to do that. I understand what they're saying. But I also understand they don't understand what they're saying, because that's not how it works. Doesn't matter what you would like to see. It's just that when you finally see whatever it is that it's going to do relative to your system, you're going to act on it. Whether you like it or not, whether it went according to your own schematic or not. Here right now, we're just watching. We're up by $700, and that has been the case for the past, well, sometimes more than that, for the past ever since I came back. Basically, every day I've been putting out trade setups, and I've been sharing it. But there's like no people are still on their vacations. But today, last week actually, everybody got back to their desks. So if you're holding down an office out there, I know you're back. So it's time to ease back into these charts. You see, when somebody goes away, I don't know how it works in people's worlds, but in my world, when I come back, I have to come back with a bang. Stronger, better, more profitable setups, more frequency, more precision. Less leaning on the self, more T, less power, less control, more flexibility, more possibilities. That is what I'm bringing you, ladies and gentlemen, after being absent for so long. But who is going to stop us? This tricky price action. See, as long as it's tricky. Let me show you an example of tricky, like over here, for example, right? I'm not gonna go to one. Give me like for example over here, right? People always ask me, so when I see momentum that looks like this, it's ugly. It's like a bad haircut. Something's just not right. When I look at this momentum, I basically stay away until we can recover out of this wonderful ugliness that is shown here. It's blocky, it's choppy, it's edgy, it's got like sharp, it's not smooth. The wave is not water-like, it's more like bricks or chunks of wood. Somebody's trying to put a Lego together. Price is confused. It doesn't know. It's exhaustion. It's like I'm sick of going down, you know. So I'm like, okay, well, what are you gonna do then, huh? What are you gonna do about it, buddy? You gonna go up? And then the most stupidest, simplest strategy here is to simply wait for price to go above its averages, which is your 50 and 200. And many people just use those two. And God bless them. If it works, it works. I'm not going to argue with it. But I'm saying, you're seeing the results live. You're seeing that this is something that you can repeat every day. And so in our case, moving up from this level up to this level, this is probably, by the time you cross these lines, it might be too late. I don't know. We need to understand that the Ranger breakdown is what causes most of this to start moving in the direction of whatever price chooses to do. So when you have a solid breakdown, it is very rare that you're going to reverse from it. This held, this held, this held. So all of them held except this one. This one broke down, and with it, you're now below your 50, you're now below your 200, you're now below your consensus super trend. It's not a simple matter of, it's not a laughing matter here. And we go to a high probability level, which in this case, if you're trading from here, the high probability level is BC, this green line right here. This is the high probability level right here. Okay, and we tap it, we go up, and then we go down. Now the new day opens, the next high probability level is 1 right here, and the other one is R1, attempt to break out, but we have a strong rejection over here. If this is not a bullish engulfing candle, I don't know what is, but we are closing above these levels on the 5. You just need to see that happen on 15 minutes. So it gets tricky like that. You can have multiple closes on 1 hour, but maybe not a single one on 4 hours, you know. Because maybe the first 2 hours you close and the other 2 hours you go below. And so right now, 15 is where I like to, this makes me not freak out that I have to wait a whole, how much do we have? 10 hours and 30 minutes over here till my next trading opportunity. Actually, if you read the book Pivot Boss, okay, by the creator. Now, first of all, we have the best implementation of CPR of any of them. Second of all, CPR is the boss of all pivot systems, period. And as the backbone of DSR, there's literally nothing out there that can match its robustness, right? The only thing that's left to do is to understand how it works. Now, Pivot Boss, or literally 2 of my videos covering DSR, is the same. Not that I'm summarizing, it's actually far different, but then you have to understand how people trade it and how we trade it. There's a big difference. There's a big difference of how they interpret that and how we interpret our Bible here. You know, so what you have to understand is, you know, that this is a library of things. This is a library of things, and it's open to interpretation to those who don't know the origins and the hows and the ifs and the whats. Over here, though, what I'm telling you is like a sure shot, high probability sort of knowledge that is always going to serve you no matter what. You just need to knock on more doors and ask around to find what you're looking for. It's very simple. No one's actually going to go out of their way to seek you out and guess what it is that you need. You need to ask. You need to share your pain. You need to go to our Discord and say, guys, friggin' struggling over here, man. What can I do? And then, maybe then, we can gather our brothers in arms and actually help you refine your stuff. No one's gonna come in and say you're doing it wrong. They'll say, have you tried maybe doing it like this, in this manner? No? Well, it's worth a look anyways. All right, fellas, we're gonna be here tomorrow, streaming at the exact same time. Feel free to join. I am experimenting with different time frames, seeing time frames for streaming, not trading. But this goes below. You know your boy is short. I'll probably report with another bag, with another 1% at the end of the day. This breaks above my pivot open. Your boy is long, and we're gonna be targeting that green floor. We break below that whole CPR half day in, I think we're going down, and you're gonna see lower prices. This will not hold. But for now, I think it's retesting 107. and it might actually hold. We break out above those green lines. There's so much headroom above that, you know, I'm pretty sure it's going up in the midterm. So let's just see how it goes. It doesn't matter what I think. Whatever it does today, above that line, I'm long. Below that line, I'm short. Right now, my bias is neutral because I see supporting momentum, but also leaning bearish. And we're pretty much below everything that we can be below. And it would be insane to go long from here. You're gonna lose your money if you strictly go long without first overcoming all that spaghetti at the top. See, like the path of least resistance literally means, I need you to realize, not analyze. The path of least resistance means, where do we have all the averages for the most part? Are they above or below price? And that's it. That's all you need to do. CPR levels, DSR, Ranger, momentum, it's all a price average. All of it. Momentum means when people are willing to pay premium above any one of these averages, price goes up. When they're not willing to pay premium and they want to sell at discount, that means we're below all this all these blocks, all these Lego, all these things on the screen. And then for precision, if you have like signal augmentation happening with Armageddon combined with a strategic approach to any of this, like when I was showing you jackrabbits, I was caking it. I was making so much money with jackrabbits during like the stronger bull waves. When I was doing market enemy type 1, I was making a shit ton of money showing you how to actually pick up ladders when we were using the Poet trading terminal. When I was doing the Mag 7, so many people have learned that and have started to implement and use it daily that it's become their go-to strategy. When I was using Punch Out in the last few months while I was away, I was kind of like showing up here and there. I was focused on the punch out strategies and teaching you. I have a whole playlist of trading the range trading mastery about punch out. When to enter, when not to enter, how to risk appropriately, what risk to reward ratio actually means. That 1 to 10 actually equals 1 to 1 depending on how you size it. I showed you all of that. And those were bangers, and we have literally seen like 2 or 3 punch outs in the last hour that are like mega profitable over here, keeping your stop safe. I showed you the trailing step breakout strategy, and now I'm showing you the DSR, and for the past 2 weeks, every day we've had a profitable trade on these charts. Go, practice. I'll see you guys in the next stream, and I'm gonna hop back into Discord and ask people if they want to see more of DSR and something a bit more specific, something a bit more focused and serious when I'm not drinking my tea, because when I'm drinking my tea I don't really care about anything except the tea. And I am giving you the rod. You can go and fish on your own. I'm not fishing for you. No more signals. I've given away so many signals that you could have just literally hopped on our Discord and be like, oh, he's posted for the day to the upside, and I understand his exit system. I don't need exit targets because it's all subjective. But I understand ATR, I understand resistance, I understand high probability. Bam! Profit, 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 profit. All right? And so, even if nobody cares, I'll keep doing that. I'll still keep doing it. But I'm just saying, it's all there. Go and take it. And please ask. And please knock. And seek. There's wisdom in that. Great wisdom. So I'll leave you with it, my friends. And thank you for tuning in once again. By the way, the stream MarketSpy Twitch, we have the best title award of the year. It's called The Prodigal Trader. I'll tell you that parable next time we meet. But I have a take on it. The Prodigal Trader is back, ladies and gentlemen. I've been away, but it's time to give back. Thank you so much, guys. I'm literally getting nothing out of this. Nothing. There's no subscriptions. There's no sales. I haven't been forcing nothing. There's no affiliates. They all die with like US freaking regulations in there. I get nothing out of this. There's no donations on the stream. Even though you could, there's super chats here. Every time I watch Twitch or YouTube, I'm just like sending it, just like in Discord. Why? Because the market gives abundantly and I give it back. But I'm just saying, I'm not getting any of that here. I don't have monthly paying subscribers. You know, I have people who paid for the platoon and for Discord access years back, and for MarketSpy lifetimers to whom I owe my life, even though I'm not getting anything out of it. So what you want from me, bruh? I just do this because I love it. I'm doing it, I might as well share it while I'm here. Plus, I'm kind of enjoying this social aspect of drinking tea and looking at the charts together. So much love. And watch us pop above that yellow line and I'll be long. Watch us go down towards the R1 level one more time later on in the day, and we're probably breaking down, and I'm gonna be high leverage momentum trader going to the downside, bringing this price action further down. I'll add the liquidity to push it lower. You know, I go up to 10x leverage, which to me means like 1 million. And so, but still, like, why don't you hold it? You can make so much money. No. According to the system, I need to be out based on my ATR values. I need to hire because I need to worry about consistency, not profitability. You know what I mean? And the market sometimes gives you $100, sometimes gives you 1,000, sometimes out of the blue, you're trading the same setup and it goes and you get $10,000. And you're like, what? The other day it was like 12. You know, last week for me, it was like a 12K trade, and that came out of nowhere. I was like, what? You know, those candles up and then that spill down. Of course I took advantage of the spill because that candle was unsustainable and I totally missed it. I got stopped out 5% down, you know, and so, but I made up for it. And then some. So I wish, like, you know, and I just know the feeling. And I want to share it. I want everybody to have this feeling, to be able to be functional and actually purposeful in the market and understand that you're not just gambling, but you're making the economic wheel go around here. You know, you're actually contributing something. Yeah, smart liquidity is useful. Smart leverage is useful for the well-being of others who don't deserve to be on the market, and you take their share by being right all the time, staying under the radar so that Bybit doesn't freak out and ban you from their platforms is very important. So you trade small sizes consistently. They don't mind that. You just can't come in there and you know, and just pull a casino move on them. You think they don't know? They see you. So when you leverage up beyond your means, if it goes above 10 or something like that, they take you because you're being disrespectful to the well-being of other traders. There's a philosophy here. You need to either hear it or you need to build it and go share it. But there's deep purpose and meaning in the markets. You need to reconcile your faith and your finance, and you need to understand that the universe has given to you already abundantly. And maybe if you recognize that, then trading will become smoother, more approachable, more sensible, so that you feel connected and you're not. What are you doing meddling with the markets anyways? I have said this before, but like ancient texts don't mention the word investing. As a matter of fact, it was invented not long ago. Investing is not a thing. People stayed invested in practices, in beliefs, in growth, in meaning and purpose. That's an investment in family, in society, in communal things of value. Trading has always been there. There have been day traders from the beginning of it all, man. From the Garden of Eve, there was trading going on, you know? And so trading is something that is necessary. It's part of life, and you need to look at it from that angle. You don't need to. I'm sorry. I don't mean to say you need to. I need to work on my framing because I can be a little forthcoming sometimes. But what I'm saying is, trading is a welcome activity. Investing, you need to invest in things that make you grow in understanding, not money. To think that you somehow know or bet that throwing away 5 to 10 years of your life, that the investment will bring you a return, that you're godlike on the level of knowing the future, what the future holds. You know why I trade? Because I don't fucking know what the future holds, okay? But I know the market will tell me if I'm right or wrong within the next 5 minutes, whether my actions align with this whole quantum theory over here, whether what I'm doing is energetically correct, appropriate for the moment. That's why I trade. But investing and thinking that, hey, I'm gonna throw 5 years of my life to find out if I'm wrong, bet the whole house on Bitcoin going to 1 million. I'm sorry. I can serve you tea, but we're not drinking it together with that kind of mind state. All right? So invest in things that matter. Your life matters, your peace, your happiness, your joy matters. Invest in those things. The market is there to date, to trade, to walk away from, to do your work, to provide the liquidity necessary for the economy to work. You have a function. Without you, people would not be able to participate, would not be able to exit, no matter how big or small your account size is. You cannot measure the treasure. It is subjective, it is yours to keep. So, invested is interest. Put your interest somewhere else. Money is a byproduct. Trading of energy is what makes money to manifest as a byproduct of such activity. Anyways, momentum reversal incoming? Don't know. Lots to overcome, lots to flip. Like I said, in my assessment, a couple of hours before we know if this actually holds. And at this stage, it is unclear. And so this is one of the greatest things that you can do. Waiting. A man of patience, a MarketSpy, ninja. Nin means patience, compassion, same thing. Let it establish itself. Let it establish itself. And then follow only when it's ready to lead, when momentum is leading. Okay, that's it for me, guys. I'm rambling at this point. It's been 1 hour and 3 minutes. Once again, thank you so much. Thank you, man. I'm home. Thank you too. Do says for YouTube and no keywords for trading crypto. Look what top channels have for SEO. I need some help. I don't know what it is. Jesus breed, but I'll look into it. No, that's not Jesus breed. Somebody else suggested that. Is there no name? Why is there no name that's showing next to the? Anyways, we'll figure this out, guys. We'll figure this out. Maros, oh my God, we're late. I'm late to the party, but glad you were here. Thank you, guys. See you back in Discord if you want to chat in detail about strategies, and I'll see you there. See you guys.